Hello everybody, my name is Ostentatious Toivo and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. It's been a little while, hasn't it? It's a couple weeks, hasn't it? Wait. When was the last time? It was before Thanksgiving, wasn't it? I don't know. It's been a little while, I've been excited to come back to it. That's all I was trying to say. Let us not waste any more time and begin. I knew we wouldn't be doing any club activities after school today before Mion even said anything. I've been invited over by Shion. For an all-you-can-eat dessert. Oh my. I made a point of leaving half my lunch uneaten. My expectations would only be rivaled by my hunger. If you're gonna take advantage of a buffet or all-you-can-eat or what have you, typically, people think it's a good idea to skip all the meals. No. That's not a good idea, because then you're going to be so hungry that I can't think of the right things to say. What you want to do, you have a light breakfast, but energetic. Something light but energetic, like just a simple plate of eggs. Maybe a little bit of cheese on it or something. And then you skip lunch. And then you go all out with it. Or maybe it'd be better to go with a bigger meal, so then your belly's a little bigger, but then you skipped lunch. I don't know. I'm not exactly an expert on this. I don't do food eating contests. I'm just saying, because I like to get my money's worth when I go to certain places like that, right? I want to make sure I get everything that I can. I spent this money here, I'm getting everything. Especially that time I went to that meat buffet. Oh my god. So expensive, but oh my god, was I in heaven. So, I love meat. It was so delicious. It wasn't even a buffet, technically. It was a fancy restaurant. That was the weirdest thing too. It was all you could eat meat, but it was also a fancy. It was like it was all kinds of weird. Anyways, my expectations would only be rivaled by my hunger.
Kaiji-kun, you seem kind of happy today.
Hopefully, I sound okay too. A little tired and my throat's a little worn and. Yeah, also dealing with being ill. So, sorry if my voice acting doesn't measure up to past episodes, but I'll try my best.
Did something good happen today?
I guess it was obvious. Reina had questioned me with a happy look. Why is it going fast? That's right, why don't I invite Reina for dessert as well? No, if I really recall correctly, Shion said something about having a ticket. At worst, the restaurant might be admission by ticket only today. If that was the case, then having Reina be turned away at the door would result in the worst feeling ever. Heartbreak. Yeah, I got a little lucky. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Reina, you'll definitely be jealous.
Whoa, what is it? I'm jealous. This lucky thing, is it cute, is it?
Cute? I wonder what Reina would think of the uniforms at Angel Mort. She'd 100%. She'd be nose bleeding all over the place. They'd definitely be a critical hit. Yes, exactly. It's probably pretty cute.
Why? I'm jelly. What is it? What kind of fortune were you blessed with?
Huh? Could it be?
Could it be? You participated in the Dry Angel Mort about 2 months ago, and won.
Move the mic a little bit. Hey, now, I ain't even transferred here 2 months ago.
Oh, that's right. Then it's not the Angel's Dessert Festa then. Mii-chan, what's the Angel's Dessert Festa exactly? You know that's the family restaurant called Angel Mort right by Okinomiya Station. Every season they hold an event to promote their new dessert menu. That's today. Oh, it's no use going. The restaurant's reserved for people who won the draw.
Mian explained once again what Shion explained to me last night.
Reina will have to stop by the restaurant sometime. I'll do my best to draw a winning ticket and aim to enter the next all-you-can-eat event. Ah, knock yourself out. By the way, this is just something I heard, but there's a rumor that the tickets are being sold on the black market for a pretty penny.
Hearing that story, I felt even more appreciative of the ticket that Shion had procured for me. I just thought I was lucky to be able to eat dessert for free, but it turned out that the ticket was much more valuable. The number of things I had to thank Shion for had increased again. Thanks. I didn't know it was worth so much. I whispered in a voice only Mion could hear. That was how I conveyed my feelings. Mion looked at me for a moment before she tilted her head to the side and smiled confusedly.
What? Did you say something?
Be a problem if you said...
It would be a problem if you said something to me right now.
That smile seemed to be telling me as much. I guess Mion wouldn't be accepting any gratitude while she was Mion. I'll go to the restaurant. Today I'll thank Mion while she's Shion.
Well then, this old man will take his leave here. The work today is gonna be a little rough. Later.
Mion waved her hand energetically as she left.
Hey Kaiji-kun, Michan has been kinda weird lately. Like she's elated or something.
What? You think so? Reina was pretty sharp when it came to these types of things. To me, Mion seemed the same as always, but Reina apparently felt something different.
You don't know Kaiji-kun? I totally thought you knew.
Reina's skirt fluttered as she spun around with a coy smile. No, what? Exactly. I was obviously weaseling my way out of the question, but I wasn't lying. Honestly, I didn't really know what was going on. Why did Shion, a persona of Mion that she'd created, appear before me? Something was blatantly up, but Reina paid it no heed. Oh, really? Wonder what it is then. When Michan is in a good mood... Oh, wait. That might be Reina talking?
Oh, really? I wonder what it is then. When Michan's in a good mood, so is Reina. How?
Saying that, she spread her arms wide and spun around happily. Didn't know why, but Reina was in a really good mood. So infectious that I had to smile too. Even the chirping of the cicadas seemed joyful. But you see, Reina abruptly stopped spinning. Her expression had returned to a more somber one.
You see, Michan, lately, she's been in a lot of pain.
What do you mean? Pain? Pain that Reina was talking about probably wasn't physical. First she tried to pretend it...
At first she tried to pretend it wasn't a big deal. But like a wound, it began to fester and grow. Eventually she was no longer able to bear the pain and woke up in the middle of the night. And then she phoned Reina. Michan was crying.
I'm sorry? What are you talking about?
What am I talking about, huh? What is Reina talking about? What?
Hey, don't play dumb like that. Just now you said...
I don't know. Reina doesn't know anything. How?
Reina spun as she laughed innocently. Eventually she appeared to get sick. Jesus Christ. Stumbling as she sat herself with her hand against the wall. Oh my God.
How? The room is spinning.
That was dumb. That's what you get for getting carried away and spinning like that.
Sorry, Hal. I think I feel sick.
Helen the dit's a shoulder to lean on. To be stumbling around like a newborn foal at this age is actually quite a feat. Reina in a good mood, only babbled incoherently after that. I laughed as I responded to and chided her. However, the chance to revisit that heavy topic Reina had brought up before never arrived. What? Yeah. Why? How recent? Shion crying? What? Why? What? As soon as I got home, I tossed aside my school bag and changed in a hurry. Effects of only having a light lunch were starting to show as my stomach began to let out fickle growls. Alright, let's go to Angel Mart. It's time to face the land of endless dessert. Preparations for battle are complete. Tally-ho! Angel Mart has a decidedly different feel to it compared to yesterday. Dessert Festa today, admittance by reservation only. Nonetheless, the front of the store is being swarmed by over a dozen young men. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy, instead of entering the store, they weren't invitees. Why would they gather here if they knew they couldn't get in? Found out the answer when I passed through the crowd and began to climb the steps to enter the restaurant. Are you a participant? Do you have a ticket? Yeah, well, I was lucky. As soon as I said that, I was immediately mobbed. It's like being in the middle of a football scrum on a crowded train. What's going on? The reason was this. Was it just one ticket per person? One ticket could let up to 4 people inside it. Oh! Well, then he could have brought Reina. So it's like that, huh? Seems like I should have invited Reina and the others. Thanks for the tip, but I'll pretend I didn't hear that. With an uplifting smile, I turned and ignored them. When I did, their arms all reached out at once like the souls of the dead, seeking succor. The ticket can admit up to 4 people. Please bring us with you. What selfish people. This was the only reason they were crowded in front of the restaurant. Dozens of wretched arms reached out for me like the teeth on a giant rake and grasped the air. I was already climbing the stairs to the entrance. What a heartless dick! Grab him! This isn't something to joke about! I flew up the rest of the stairs and threw myself inside the restaurant. It was like I had entered a different world. Whoops, whoa. Okay, scrolling does that. I'm actually on my computer, so I got a scrolly doodad. Just because the mic was already plugged in, I figured, why not? Sure, while I'm here. The miserable throng of the damned hurled curses at me from the other side of the glass door. But inside of this completely soundproofed and air-conditioned restaurant, with the angelic smile of a waitress to welcome me, they were nothing more than a refreshing piece of scenery. I knew that I shouldn't laugh, but I began to let out a sinister cackle.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mart. Due to today's dessert festa, the restaurant is reserved for customers who won the draw. Could I ask for your name and ticket?
I don't have a ticket, but I should be on the guest list. Maibara.
Maibara. There it is. I'm sorry, but may I please have your full name?
Kaiichi. Kaiichi Maibara.
My apologies for the inconvenience. You're here by special invitation, right? I'll show you to your seat. Please, this way.
Yes, indeed. Quite. The mood inside the room was incredibly heated. The booths were packed to the brim. Men in their prime were stuffing their faces with dainty desserts that didn't suit them at all. It was a rather unnerving spectacle. Soon after I was shown to my seat, Shion arrived. Jesus. Every time I see that outfit, I'm wordless. Breath gone. I can't think of words.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mart.
Hey, Shion, thanks so much for today. Really appreciate it.
You were a bit late, so I was getting worried. I'm really happy you came, though.
It may have been because other customers were around that her tone was less casual, but she still capped off that welcome with her usual brilliant smile.
As you can see, there's a lot of customers here today. I'm not sure I'll be able to take a break. Please take your time and relax until I'm finished. When I'm done, let's go play somewhere, okay?
Oh my. Oh my. Whispering just that last part into my ear, Shion winked and returned to the kitchen. Maybe it was because the mood in the restaurant was so heated, but Shion seemed a bit bolder. Even a small change in her mannerisms was enough to set my heart aflutter. Sorry to keep you waiting while I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurant. Okay, that's not okay. Sorry to keep you waiting. While I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurant, orders from the new summer menu were carried out one after another. Wasn't sure if that was in quotes, and I wasn't sure who was talking, so I was trying to skim a little quickly to see. I don't think it's Shion. I think it's just some random waitress. Every single one was extravagantly huge. I get it. You can eat all of these amazing things for free. No wonder a ticket was worth its weight in gold. On top of that, all of it was plenty delicious. Dishes with a general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience. There's absolutely no gaps in the repertoire. No matter how you looked at it, I don't think one person can eat this much. Well, let's just leave it at that for now. Didn't feel relaxing in here at all. Probably because the fervor inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. All the other booth seats were crammed with groups of 4. Sleazy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and it wouldn't have been a surprise if they started licking the plates. It is more than a little unsettling. It piqued my interest, so I started listening in on their conversation and what things I heard. Angel Mort, so my. Me, I bought my ticket for 70,000 on redacted auctions.
I told work that he's attending a relative's funeral. Uniforms here are the greatest. I wonder if the waitress would wipe it for me if I spilled some water on my pants, right? Meow. Meow, meow.
I heard they're planning on selling Angel Mort figures. We'll have to pay heed at the next Wonder Festival.
They sell used Angel Mort uniforms on the 4th floor of Redacted in Akiba, but these cost 280,000.
Tis an absurd price. And mold cost 80,000 when Barobra closed down. The going rate for theirs was 12,000. That's the price for used ones. Knockoffs are less than half of that.
Knockoff from Redacted is fine with me. I wonder if they'll start selling them. I'll put it on mine. Life-size figure I did buy off of Redacted for several $100,000. If I can wake up every day to an angel from Angel, I really get my gears going.
Words spilling out of their mouths were pretty much all incomprehensible jargon. They still keenly conveyed that hidden behind them was an invisible aura of abnormality.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The next dessert is tropical cinnamon love affair.
Whoa.
Is something the matter?
Tropical cinnamon. Jeez, what does that entail? What? Love of what? No. It's kind of different inside the restaurant today.
Our restaurant's pretty famous in their circles. Well, we were aiming for that, so it's all well and good. But during festas, there's something of the more hardcore crowds, so it can be a handful.
The waitress informed me quietly with a wry smile. Customers seem rather riled up, almost like a pack of hyenas.
Seems a lot of customers today came from unreasonably far away. Those types of people are fairly prone to losing their self-control, so it's a little scary. If you don't keep your guard up, something bad can happen.
What do you mean by keep your guard up? At that moment, a large crash resounded through the room. I turned around, startled to see that a waitress had fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying right onto a customer. Wait, isn't that Shion? I was worried about that. Oh no.
I'm so sorry. Your food is,
Ew, what have you done? The cheese that I bought at a certain specialty shop for 118. Roast dicky with frosting.
What the hell is that? For somebody who just met with a disaster, he seems awfully happy.
How tragic it seems that little Miss Waitress here will have to wipe it up from the bottom of her heart.
Yeah.
Degenerates.
Conversation suddenly veered off in an odd direction. Hey, what did he say? Wipey. Did he want Shion to wipe him down? Right over that obviously aberrant tent he had pitched over his crotch?
But that is... Wipey.
Oh, okay, that is them.
Wipey.
Wipey chant quickly spreads throughout the room. Oh god, no. Totally cornered, Shion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but was only met with a head shaking out of pity. Sonozaki-san was
Tripped. Customers who do that to... Sonozaki-san was tripped. Customers who do that to purposely get their clothes dirty have been on the rise lately.
Ah, so you're saying she was tripped. Then what happened just now wasn't an accident. It was on purpose? Now's my adjust my collar. Oh, I actually stabbed my throat with a thumb. Now's my time to shine as the white knight that she so asked for. However many episodes ago that was. Was that last episode? That wasn't last episode. 2 episodes ago? Something to that effect. Oh, so you want a wipey? He just walks up and grabs a towel and starts with it. I got you, bro. I'll wipe you down. Oh my god.
The regular girls are careful about it, so he definitely won't end up like that, but Sonozaki-san is only a seasonal hire, so she had her guard down. Customers today could easily pick up on that, so she's been targeted since this morning.
What's the manager doing? He should just kick those thugs out.
We're in the service industry, so there's not much we can do about it. She
laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. Shion trembled uncontrollably with a dishcloth in her hands as she turned bright red. The man who had been doused in frosting splayed out on the bench, putting the cream-covered tint over his crotch on full display. Still mentally unprepared, her trembling hand inched forward, goaded by the onlookers. Come, it is the time for the wipey. From my male point of view, it might have been a ridiculous spectacle I could just smile wryly at, but from a woman's point of view, this was obviously pure humiliation. When I was trapped by those thugs and had been paralyzed with fear, Shion fearlessly stood up to them and saved me. Yes, exactly. Be a man. Still, as humiliating as it was, Shion was also partly to blame for this. It wasn't as though her life was at stake, right? No, but her honor is! Even these guys, they were just going to jeer at her in a bit of a lewd situation. It's not like they were going to eat Shion alive or anything. Be alright if I just consoled her afterwards. Even I was scared, but Kai-chan was in trouble, so... Oh, that was her. Okay, it's reflecting on what she said.
Even I was scared, but Kai-chan was in trouble, so I had to be brave and do my best.
When I, a man, was being assailed by 3 thugs while paralyzed with fear, Shion saved me without a second thought. What about now? These sleazy, filthy degenerates were trying to pin the blame on Shion. This time our roles were reversed. Hey, Kaiichi Maibara. If you don't save her now, when will you be able to repay the debt you owe her? You scared Kaiichi Maibara. At that time, Shion, no Mion, didn't even show a hint of hesitation. Then what about now? I'm not hesitating. Then what? If you're not hesitating, then why aren't you helping her?
Now resign yourself to your fate.
Shut up, you greasy fat ass. Get out of here before I get angry. I grasped Shion's shoulder firmly and pulled her behind me.
Kai-chan!
Seems you...
Seems you don't understand. Yonder waitress was the one who wet mine pants. This is her punishment.
The one who needs punishing. Oh, there we go. Crack all of them. Crack all of the knuckles.
Is you! Enough with the empty words. If you're a man, talk with your fists. Thud smash. Whoa!
My body was... oh. I was like, damn, Kaiji. Nope, okay. Alright, yeah. Cool. My body was lifted into the air like nothing. I was thrown right back into my own seat. This guy is strong, no matter how you look at it. Athletic and this Lardo aren't even in the same area code.
Many otaku are unexpectedly well versed in some obscure martial art. Don't be misunderestimating us.
Man smirked, showing off his gum line.
Kai-chan, are you okay?
Damn it. Oh, lame. Must I look right now? You were tripped, weren't you, Shion? They're the ones in the wrong here, so don't let them take advantage of you.
That may be, but it was still my fault.
Whoa! One more time, let's do it!
Snap, thud, crash. Don't you go thinking that this is enough to make me give up. One more time. Whack, snap, thunk.
You're all talk.
I'm not done yet. Wait, I don't know. Oh, you're all talk.
I'm not done yet!
Rise, my will to fight. Not just running, I planted every one of my steps firmly as I closed the distance to the hard ball. Each time I ripped my foot off the floor, I could feel my burning spirit flare up from the point of impact. Everything slowed down like I was walking underwater. As I stepped forward in that viscous flow of time, I calmly measured the gap between us. With our difference in height, reach was my ultimate advantage. There was an ever so tiny distance between us where only my punch would be able to reach. I unleashed my iron fist of righteous anger, but it flew towards his face slowly, like I was punching underwater. Reacting to that with a smirk on his face, the fatso easily slipped inside of my punch. I hadn't realized it until now, but in this mired time I was able to observe his baffling counterattack with almost painful clarity. His arm slowly swung around in a large windmill motion. Ow! Wrapped around my whiffed punch and descended in an arc. That arm swung around like the arms of a clock and came into contact with my head, twisting my upper body around. Dragging my head along, he followed through with another rotation. This time he rotated his entire body like a top, followed by another rotation. Combining defense and offense, it was a brilliant counter. That's right, 3 times I was thrown after these rotations, I think. In this viscous region of time, I was unable to struggle, and I could only wait dumbstruck till the moment I was thrown. The moment I was... that sluggish temporal anomaly abruptly ended. Like from Street Fighter. The slow motion. Do I need to... oh, why is it shaking? Screen shaking a little bit. Do I need to click? Crash.
You like training, young man?
I was loath to admit it, but against somebody trained in martial arts, I couldn't win through force of will alone. After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness, when I came to, I was lying down in my own seat.